Well, hello, hello. It is so good to be here with you tonight. I am Gail White of Dynamic Divas of Destiny, and we're here in October, and this is what we're calling Breast Health Awareness Month. I certainly want to thank you for dropping in. We're going to gain some great insights on this topic of breast health, which is literally close to our hearts. And I have with me an expert on the subject. Her name is Dr. Marta Cordell. She's of the Thermography Center here in Dallas. If you were with us last week, she spoke last week also. She is a doctor of naturopathy and a certified thermography specialist. And the thing I like about her the most, Dr. Marta is an educator and an extraordinary one at that. Um, so let's welcome her again this week. Dr. Marta, hello and welcome.
Hi there. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Gail. I'm so excited to be here today and talk to your viewers about breast health.
Breast health, that's what we're here for. I want to begin with a brief kind of review of the fascinating things that you shared with us last week. You talked about what breast health means to you. And I know you're going to touch on a little bit of that again this week. You also talked about what is thermography. And finally, how do you use that in your practice? Now, it's going to take us the full month of October and beyond, really, to sort of dip into all of these topics. But this is something that, as Dynamic Divas, we just need to know. So this week, we're going to talk about a couple of other things. I want you to talk about how you actually help people, which was on the agenda for last week. We didn't do it. And also, we want to talk about what's a breast anyway? What kind of tissue are we talking about here? Are we talking about an organ or are we talking about a muscle? I think most of us actually don't know. And then if we want to stay healthy, what are the things that we want to really focus on? And so with that, Dr. Marta, take it away.
Thank you, Gail. And so to your first question, as far as how we help people, so we use some really specific premier diagnostic tools. So these are all radiation-free, non-invasive, healthy diagnostic tools that are looking at really the functional health of the body and so how things are functioning. And they really give us an overall picture of, what's really going on in there. And that gives us a good starting point for really understanding the health. And then we use holistic practices and methodologies, rather than chemicals and surgery to really help bring the body back into balance so that it does what it's naturally designed to do, which is heal itself. And so yeah, it's a really different paradigm of health for most people. We're very hands-on, and I encourage, for example, my clients to text me daily for at least the first couple of weeks, because that really helps me to understand their environment and what's going on with them. And the more I know, the better I can help them. So that's kind of an overview of what we do at the Thermography Center. There's myself and two other practitioners, and then also our founder, Dr. Michael, who pops in periodically and also sees patients. So we've got a wide variety of different practitioners and people that do what I do as well, and then some other things also. So yeah, our website is a great resource for understanding all of our services. So I encourage people to go check out our website and see all about us. And there it is.
There it is. I thought I'd put it there so everyone could see. Obviously, we're not going to be able to answer every single question that everyone might have. And many times, we don't even know enough to know what our questions are until we've gone and investigated some more information. So thank you very much for that, Dr. Marta. So let's start with our next question. What exactly is breast tissue?
Yeah, so breast tissue, you asked about, is it a muscle? Is it an organ? What exactly is that, right? And what it is, I would say, is a collection of functional tissues.
Mm,
So it actually has a specific function, right? And that function is to feed babies. And so it also does a few other things. It's actually part of our lymphatic system.
mm,
And it has lymphatic tissue, it has ductile tissue, which actually produces milk and flows that milk out. And then it also has fatty tissue surrounding all of that. So we've got a collection of different types of tissues. But overall, its purpose is to flow, right? And so we want to keep that flow going in the breasts. That's really important for a number of different reasons. So this kind of gets to also your next question, which was, what things do we need to be focused on in order to keep the breast tissue healthy?
mhm.
And really what we want to do is make sure that we're keeping those things flowing. So that's what we're going to focus on today. And so one of the things that really can contribute to the health of the breast is the overload of chronic infections in the body and also in the dental. So anywhere in the body, in the organs and the tissues and the dental health is actually crucially important to the breast tissue and also to the overall health of the body. A lot of people don't realize this, but each of our teeth actually sits on one of our acupuncture meridians. So all of our teeth are very tied to the health of the rest of the body. And interestingly, statistically speaking, 97% of women who have breast cancer also have one or more root canals. So dental health is very, very important to the breast health. Also, all of these subclinical infections, clinical infections also, but then also inflammation, toxicity, things like that can really clog and congest the major lymphatic ducts and halt the lymphatic drainage from the axillary lymph and the breast tissue. So it's really important that not just the breast tissue be flowing, but also other areas of the body as well, our lymphatic system. So general lack of movement of toxins through the lymphatic system and the detoxification
Mm.
pathways, which also include the liver, the kidneys, the spleen, and then also the lymphatic system. So that can really affect the breast tissue as well because, things get congested, we get buildup of toxicity, and that really starts to cause dysfunction in the breasts.
Mm.
Um, poor digestion is also a big factor. Interestingly, we talked about the acupuncture meridians a moment ago, and the digestive tract, so the stomach, the small intestine, all of that, actually sits on the same meridian as the breast tissue. And so when we have an issue with digestion, that can also greatly affect the health of the breasts. So we're starting to see how so many different things are tied together in the body, right? And then also, interestingly, as we go through menopause, the ductile tissue decreases and the fatty tissue increases. And we tend to store toxins in that fatty tissue. And so, as we go through menopause, our chances of storing that toxicity in the breast actually increases. So, it becomes even more important to make sure that everything is flowing. Yes. And then also, so a few other things that can be, we could consider external, can also affect the breast tissue. So things like tight clothing and underwire bras.
No, don't go there.
So I have bad news for you, ladies. All of those lovely underwire bras that you've been wearing for so long, not great for your breast health. So I highly encourage you to, if you're wearing underwire bras now, go shopping and find some really good non-underwire bras. And there are a lot of them out there now. That's become a bigger market. So there's a lot more available now than there ever has been. And a lot of them are actually very nice, very pretty, and very supportive, but without the underwire that cuts off that lymphatic flow. So it's always it's always a good thing when somebody's encouraging you to go shopping, right? So that's the upside.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go.
Yes. So dehydration is also a big factor in lymphatics in the lymphatic system, because dehydration can cause the lymph fluid to become sticky, and so it doesn't flow nearly as well, and so it's not helping us clear those toxins away as well. And so dehydration is really important. So it's really important to drink your water and stay well hydrated. So overall, just this lack of flow in not only the breast tissue itself, but through the elimination organs, through the digestion, and also the health of the mouth are really the biggest contributing factors. And not only to breast cancer, but to all dysfunctions of the breast, because there's a lot of things that can go on in there. So things like mastitis in nursing mothers is caused by that buildup and that lack of flow. Also, fibroids and cysts and things like that can also be dysfunctions in the breast. And even, very often we have women that come in that find a lump in their breast, and it's not cancer, it's not fibroids or cysts, it's just swelling of some lymph nodes. So very often women will be very worried, about these lumps in their breast, and they're really just swollen lymph nodes. So there are a lot of different things that can happen there that aren't breast cancer, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you have said a mouthful, and so here's what I heard. Breast health is mostly about health. It's about health of the whole body.
Yes.
And specifically areas of the body that impact breast health that we would not make the connection. Your dental health, digestive health,
Yes.
and the lymph system and all of that. We kind of knew a little bit about that, but you really explained exactly how very valuable, what a benefit it is to keep everything flowing, to keep all the glands, all the pathways open, and drink a lot of water, because hydration is always a part of everything, and get rid of our underwire bras.
Yes.
Okay. Find another solution.
Yeah.
To, yes, just another solution. So is that about it? Is that where you ended up?
Yes, and we also have some really good materials that I want to share with everybody. So we'll likely post those in the Facebook site once this is posted on Facebook. But we've got a couple of links that I want to share with people that go to some really good instructions for lymphatic breast massage. So these are massages that you can do yourself, right? You don't have to pay somebody to do this. You can do this yourself in the privacy of your home, and really keep that lymphatic system and that tissue flowing, and make sure that toxins and things aren't collecting in that tissue. So we definitely want to share a couple of links with you today as well and give you some resources.
All right, very good. Well, Dr. Marta, you have educated. You have lived up to that title for sure. And as one who has been following you for a while, at least I guess I've been a patient there for at least a year. I have learned so much about just how to take care of myself in general. I can say that it has been informative. It has been fun. It is just something that's very empowering when you say, I know me and I know how to take care of me. And that really is what Dynamic Divas of Destiny is all about. And it's about leaving that legacy for the younger ladies, the ladies who come, generations that come behind. If we know, we can show them, we can teach them. These are all things my mother never taught me.
Yes, because she probably didn't know them either.
No. So thank you so much. Anything else you want to say, last minute words for all of us, or something to pique our interest for your next broadcast?
So there are a couple of things. So one of the things that I wanted to tell people is I'm getting ready to create a video that just talks about the lymphatic system. we're going to really kind of dig into what is the lymphatic system, how does it work, what does it do, what are all of its functions, because it has more than one function. And so I really want to encourage people. We'll talk about that, and we'll get that posted for you. Not sure where yet, but we'll get that posted for you. And so the next time, we're also going to talk a little bit more in depth about some of the contributing factors to breast health, and just some more things that are really going to help you to keep your breast healthy. We've always got more resources. And I do encourage you to go to our website. On the homepage of our website is a link where you can fill out a breast health questionnaire. And that gives you a whole lot of information while you're filling that out as to what some of the other contributing factors may be to your specific breast health. And it'll tell you, it'll rate you, kind of on a scale of how healthy the breasts are versus how much risk you may be at for dysfunction of the breast. So I encourage you to use that resource, and you'll learn a lot.
That's great. Well, I'm going to go right out there. I've never done that, and I'm going to do it. And again, just another tool for Dynamic Divas of Destiny to help keep ourselves healthy. Thank you so much, Dr. Marta. And I look forward, I'm just inviting everyone to tune in again next Wednesday, when we're going to be going into many, many more topics, information about the topic that we're discussing. So that's great. I am Gail White, and I am here with Dr. Marta Cordell. I will see everyone, talk with everyone again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.